Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A because we reached a very special milestone, and that is 1,000 subscribers. I got my musically mixed up there. 1,000 subscribers. So for this milestone, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So yeah. While I'm answering your questions, I'm just going to play a time lapse of me cleaning up my art corner workstation thingy. So, yeah. So, just a quick thing about myself, because there's a lot of questions like, how old are you? Stuff like that. I'm 13 years old. I'm in 7th grade as of when this video is posted. Been drawing for my whole life, and yeah, I don't know, I'm a girl. You probably should know that. Yeah. So these first questions are going to be about my musically, and the first one is, how did you feel when you got your first feature? Well, I'd come back from a pool party type thing, so it was already kind of like, not like, in a social mood or something like that. Like, I wasn't like completely isolating my room or something like that. And I checked my musically, and I have like 22 DMs from different people being like, you got featured! And I go and check, and then I scream, and then I jump up and down. Then the second time I got featured, which was like 6 months later, like, holy cow, it's been a while. I was home from school, my sisters were doing something on the floor, and basically I couldn't speak because I thought I was never going to get featured again, so I started slapping the couch and going, and my older sister was like, what's happening? And I'm just like, and I just shoved it in her face, and then I start freaking out, the usual. Second question comes from Kaleo V. How would you feel if you had a crown? Well, I would feel special. I'd be very excited. I would probably run around like every single day thinking it was a dream. XO Galaxia XO asks, when did you start musically and when did it really kick off? Well, I had my own like private personal account that I only like followed my friend. It was very small, like I followed like maybe 5 people, and I didn't really browse anything because I didn't want to be like a social media type thing, because I wasn't allowed to have social media, so I kind of just stayed in my one account and only looked at my friends' musicallys. And that was the most cringiest thing ever, like, holy cow, I failed. So then, I would always do these little, like, weird kind of speed paints on my channel, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna create a separate art account. I didn't know that art accounts were even a thing, because it was very long ago. Like, there were a couple art accounts, but it was, like, back when Augie Draws was still a small account, and Emma Art was a small account, and like Kendall C had just like had not a small account, she was still crowned, but she was like basically the only crowned art account out there. So I was like actually like the 3rd big art account. But basically I started getting noticed, and I started doing speed paints, and I noticed that other people had art accounts, and I stopped using my main account altogether, and then got featured, and then I really just took off, and yeah. Art Kawaii Unicorn says, do you plan on selling art when you get older? Yes, yes, yes. I actually want to sell art now, but I don't know if anyone would actually buy it. Plus, I can't really find a good place to sell it. But I would definitely do it when I'm older, and have better art, and have people that actually care about my art, care about buying my art. I have a lot of questions like this, but it's I don't know. Asks, what do you do outside of art? So basically any questions are like, do you have any other hobbies and stuff like that? Well, I do ballet. That's pretty much it. I basically draw for like most of my time. Mads2005 asks, have you been out of your country yet? No, I have not been out of my country yet. I don't have any plans to, but I'm sure I will be on like a mission trip soon. And then I'll leave the country, or, vacation. I don't know. Artsy Meg Fan Forever asks, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do? Money is not existent in this question. Well, first off, that's very depressing. Second off, after saying goodbye to every single family member and friend I know, the friends would take a very short amount of time because I have barely any. I would probably get the whole Copic collection, fly all of my internet artsy friends over, and then we'd all have a drawing party with the full Copic collection. Yeah. Then Artsy Mag Fan Forever also asks, if you were offered your heart's desire for your Musical.ly password, would you say yes? Yes, because I would change the password afterwards. Oh. _art asks, if you had to pick a season for your whole life, what would it be and why? If you're talking about like a season like, autumn, winter, spring, summer, then yes, I would choose autumn. Like fall. I would choose fall because I think it's like perfect weather for everything and it's so pretty. Yeah. Hi, I'm Hammy asks, if you became famous, what is the first thing you would want to do with your fame? Beside donating to charities, I would make sure I inspired people. I know it's really cheesy, but I would make sure I inspire people and direct them to what matters most. I don't know. Yeah, I'd make sure I inspire people. Because I'm probably the most ordinary person you could ever find. So if I ever became famous, then I'd definitely inspire people to, keep reaching for the stars because I don't think I would be famous because I'm me. So, yeah. Shadowwind0156 asks, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to, be a nanny. This is kind of, in my early adult life. I kind of want to be, a nanny, go over to babysit a family, some kids, babysit some kids during the day, and then when I get home, I can draw and then sell my art. So I want to be a half-time artist, half-time child watcher. Amy24Dance asks, which do you prefer, country or city, and why? Well, I used to prefer country just because I thought cities were, bad places, but I actually prefer the city because city life is just so nice. I don't know why, but I love cities. You have everything just so close to each other, and you can kind of just walk around with the busyness of life around you, and most of, the good stores, Bullock Arts cities and stuff, and that's pretty cool. Gigi Jaws asks, who got you into Miraculous Ladybug? Well, this was the first fandom that I ever got into by myself, because usually it's my older sister that, introduces me to different fandoms. But this one, I was following this person called Hope something on Instagram, and I was scrolling through all of her art, and she had the most beautiful Miraculous Ladybug art ever, and I'd seen it around. I'd seen a lot of artists, draw it, and I just decided, hey, why not watch just one episode? And then one episode turned into 2 episodes. And 2 episodes turned into the whole season. Leela Mockingjay asks, do people at school know who you are on Musical.ly? Well, my friends do. Well, my 2 friends that have Musical.lys know that I have it. And, they couldn't really care less. I have one friend that calls me famous, though I'm not, I promise. Then most of the other people don't care. Sydney Bain asks, regular M&Ms or peanut butter M&Ms? Peanut butter M&Ms? Somebody, I can't read their username, says, have you been to another state? Oh yeah, I've been to plenty of states. I'm not going to list them all. But I've been usually from, the Midwest. That's kind of, where I come from. I'm just in the Midwest area. From Florida all the way up to, Wisconsin, Michigan. Then any of the states in between. But then I've also been all the way to New York. And I've been over, down to Oklahoma, all by car. So I've also been in any states that it takes to go there. Love Draw Art asks, if you could behold a Miraculous, which one would you choose and why? we don't know that much about Miraculous yet, because season 2 hasn't come out, and that's when we're going to learn more about the different Miraculouses. But out of the cat one and the ladybug one, I choose the ladybug because you can't trust me with a hand that could destroy things. Like, dude, no. Sean Love Unicorns 29 asks, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is purple. Shay Draws 16 asks, if there were 2 pills, one that made a character come out of a movie/book, or one that made you go into the movie/book, which one would you take? The one that would make me go into it, because even though I love my family dearly, and I have a couple, decent friends, I don't have that many friends that I'm, completely attached to, and, also, there's no, universe that I'd only want one character to come out of, so I would jump into the Miraculous Ladybug universe. Katie Tull asks, she asks, if you could have 3 wishes, what would they be and why? Well, one of the wishes were to bring the children that died young back to life in honor of Katie Tull, and the other one would be to have all the art supplies I've ever imagined. The other one were to have a best friend, because I know, I just don't have a best friend, and I've always wanted to have a best friend. I haven't had a sleepover in forever. It's gonna make me sound like a loner, but no one invites me anywhere. I'm so nervous laughing. Jacelyn P04 asks, what would you do with $1 million and why? Of course, I would buy as many art supplies as I ever needed, but then I'd also put most of it into baking so I could get into a good art college, but then I'd also tithe 10%. Kitten Art asks, would you rather have a special pen that made all of your drawings that you make with that pen jump out of the paper and be alive, or would you rather be able to have the pen teach you how to draw things exactly how they look IRL? Well, I think the first one, because the second one, I don't really do realism, so I don't want to know how the pen teaches. I don't want the pen to teach me how to draw realism. So maybe the one with the alive, even though my drawings would look really creepy, because somebody else asked me what would I do if my drawings came alive. Well, I'd kind of be freaking out, because it would be cool, but 2, if my drawings were alive, they'd have that weird face that I draw, the cartoony face, and that would be creepy. Unless if they turned human-fied, then I would be happy, and I'd make a character that loved me and could be my best friend. Amy Art asks, what's your favorite Copic marker color that you have? I can tell you a couple of my favorites. I like my R20. It's been with me since my first Copic set. Just really pretty pink, and I use it to shade everything, all the skin stuff. I also really like VO5. That's a really nice color. But then one of my favorite colors is Y17. It's so perfect for doing lineless blonde hair. Oh, it's just a glowy golden color. I love it. Sydney Art asks, what advice do you give to new artists? Well, to never give up, because especially if you're new, you're not going to be as good as all the famous and your favorite artists. You're going to have a beginner level. So never give up. Look on YouTube and just draw from YouTube. It's okay to copy art when you're beginning, as long as you give credit. And then you can slowly start to do your own art and find your own style. Isaj asks, how do you wear your hair most of the time? Well, usually I'm just really lazy, so I wear it down. But I also like it half up and half down, and if my hair feels gross, then I'll just put it completely up. Peggles Art asks, do you like unicorns? Unicorns aren't real. I don't know what that was. Sugar.sweet.yazzy asks, can this be your last question? The answer to that is no. Sugar Sweet Yazzy also asks, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? I would be something that lives a long time and has opposable thumbs. Maybe a monkey? I don't know. And that'll be the end of my Q&A. Take that, sugar sweet Yowzy. So thanks so much, guys, for 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's pretty great. It means that people actually watch my videos. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully I keep on gaining. Maybe I can someday. I'll be fine as long as by the time I'm an adult, I reach 100,000. And, like, that would be nice by the time I'm an adult. So I'm going to try to keep this up. Try not to post late like I did last week. And hopefully not this week. So, yeah. You pretty proud of me? I cleaned my art desk. Now I can draw with room for me. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you did not like it, but I prefer the thumbs up. And make sure you tell your family and friends about my YouTube channel so we can keep on growing and gaining subscribers. And I'm thinking about having a giveaway in the future, like just for YouTube or something. But somebody has to tell me if there's a way to send something to someone without giving away your address. Like for return address or something, because if I ever do it, I'm not going to give away my address. Just want to know if there's a way that I can send it to them without putting my return address on it. Because it would probably just be a 24-pack of Prismacolor colored pencils and like a custom drawing piece. So yeah, comment that if you actually want a giveaway to happen in the future. Yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.